हाय फ्रेंड्स, जब मैंने पीएबीटी और सीपीएसएस के बारे में बात की, स्टिल पीपल हैड सम डाउट्स. So I thought I will clarify your doubts in this video, wherein especially people are talking about games. So guys, I'll tell you what this games is all about, and you know what people have been feeding in your mind, which is exactly and actually speaking is not relevant. So guys, before starting, again I'm telling you, please do like it and watch it till the end so that you do understand what I'm trying to say, because many times what happens is we see half of the video and we lose out the points which are there at the end. So please don't do that and watch it till the end so that you do understand what I'm trying to tell you. So now let's come to this point. Games. So many people will tell you, there are particular games for this and that. Guys, once you are going there for your SSB, for your PABT or CPSS, guys, they don't expect you to be a pilot. They expect something, if I'm talking about like, your psychomotive skills, if I'm talking about, so that has to be there in you. It's not about like you're going there and you're flying a plane. It's about the basic psychomotor skills which they are looking at. So that is basically your hand-eye coordination, and with that, especially what you are looking, what your hands are doing, what your legs are doing, plus what your ears are listening. So basically, it's a combination of your whole body. If people will tell you some specific games, it is quite possible that it might be designed for that. But I still do understand that everybody cannot have access to all these games, or maybe some academies and all, they teach you about all these games and they help you to learn that. But if you will talk to me, and as per my practical experience plus the experience which I have with the guys who are there in SSB and who conduct PABT or CPSS, it is something like driving a car, or I would say driving a scooty, or it is like playing any other game. For an example, I'll tell you. See, in case you are driving a car, your legs are doing something, your hands are doing something, your eyes are looking at the road and the traffic, plus your ears, they are listening for that horn, or somebody is beeping or whatever they are doing, or somebody goes through, that sound comes to your ears. So our body reacts to that. So it is exactly in the same way. Or something like, if you are riding a bike, or in fact riding a cycle, because there also you have kind of steering in your hand, you are steering your cycle or scooty or bike, whatever it is. Plus your foot, they are pedaling, or maybe they are changing gear, or they are applying brakes. Your ears are still listening for someone to come, or give side to one way, or once you yourself press horn or you give an indicator. So most of the time it happens when we press horn and it doesn't come up, we have a tendency to look down and see, oh, what is happening, why it didn't come up. Or once that in your scooty or in your cycle, whatever, if you have an indicator, you press that indicator, it makes a certain sound, and plus the light goes. So generally once we are still focusing on the road, we can still see that that light is there in some periphery, and in the our normal vision we can still see that light, and we listen to that sound. So when that sound come to our ears, we are 100% sure, okay, now this thing is working properly. Once you are going for your PABT or CPSS, guys, you do have machines. So machines are exactly like that. So they are also there to test your these psychomotor skills, so that this is something which is a basic requirement to be a pilot, and they want this thing in you beforehand, so that they don't want to spend so much time and money on that. So that's why this process is slightly strict, and I would say it's not very tough, guys. People make it and portray it in such a way that it is so tough. Guys, believe me, it is not. You don't require anything else if you play any game. And if I'm telling you, I told you very basic things, simple, like riding a cycle or scooty, car, anything. All these things help you much, because it is something like you don't require any specific game for that. Because if I'm talking about game, for game you require that whole system setup where hands will work, you have your headphones on, then you are listening to some sound, you are pressing a button, your one hand is doing something, your other hand is doing something which is basically a part of the CPSS process, in which you have your headphones on, your one hand is moving and maintaining something which is shown on the screen, and with the other hand, and kind of I would say that it's kind of a throttle where you press a button once you listen to a particular sound or whatever that is. So in that way, plus your legs, they are maintaining the plane, moving left or right. With the hand you can move up or down. So it is in that way. So basically it's just your normal common body coordination. So in normal language that we say is normal your psychomotor skills. So guys, nothing great in that. They just want a person to be to have some basics. It's nothing out of the blue or nothing so special that people harp upon it so much, or many times people, what I've practically seen, yeah, this is very tough, you have to practice for this and that. Guys, it's not required. Only one thing, the most important thing in this aspect is machines which are set up there over a period of time, they do get old. So sometimes it happens that they might have a free play or there might be a lag. So that is the most important thing in this case. So guys, you have to keep this in mind, and for this reason only you are given a chance or two to practice on that. So once you are going on a machine, you know that this machine has got a lag, or it has got a small amount of free play. Free play in the sense कि जैसे अगर आप किसी को मूव कर रहे हो सकता है किसी दूसरी मशीन में अगर आप किसी हैंडल को इतना सा मूव करोगे तो मे बी जो आपको मूवमेंट है स्क्रीन पे दैट विल बी काइंड ऑफ सेम, बट समटाइम्स जो मशीन थोड़ी सी पुरानी हो जाती है जिसमें थोड़ा सा लैग आ जाता है, उसमें क्या होता है आप इतना सा मूव करोगे लेकिन जो आपके स्क्रीन की मूवमेंट होगी वो सिर्फ इतनी सी होगी, लेकिन आपके हाथ की मूवमेंट थोड़ी सी ज्यादा होगी. सो दैट इज द लैग विच इज कमिंग. सो यू हैव टू कीप दैट इन माइंड, क्योंकि कई बार क्या होगा, यू विल नॉट कीप दैट इन माइंड, और जब मशीन मूव कर रही होगी, वंस यू विल गेट योर चांस फॉर फाइनल चांस टू अटेम्प्ट इट, सो यू माइट गो रॉन्ग इन दैट बिकॉज अ लैग इज देयर. Once you will move it this side, so by the time it will come, you think that yeah, why it is not coming, either you move that side or you go back. So by the time you go back, now it has come to this end, now again you want it to go to this end, so you move it back. So this is something called as PIU effect. So we will not go into that effect, but it is something like that wherein there is a lag and we are trying to move it. So we are, by the time we counter it, already that thing is gone. So actually we are lacking behind by one pace. So that is the place where difference comes, and for that is the reason for which you are given a chance or two for practice, so that your machine has got a lag. अगर लैग है तो आपको थोड़ा सा उसको स्लोली ध्यान से मूव करना पड़ेगा, एंड अगर उसमें लैग नहीं है तो गाइज एवरीथिंग इज फाइन. द वे यू मूव इट, इट्स एक्चुअली मूविंग. सो इट इज लाइक अवर ओल्ड व्हीकल्स. अगर आपने कभी ध्यान दिया होगा, किसी बंदों ने पुरानी गाड़ियां चलाई होंगी जिसमें पावर स्टीयरिंग नहीं होता था, तो आधे टाइम आपने ट्रक में देखना कि वो ट्रक में ऐसे ऐसे घूमता रहता है. ठीक है, वो शायद बेशक व्हील मूव ना कर रहा हो, लेकिन उसका स्टीयरिंग जो है आधा तो इतना तो ऐसे ही घूमता रहता है. सो दिस इज एग्जैक्टली द वे इट इज. बट आज के टाइम पे सिस्टम्स आर स्टिल बेटर. देयर माइट बी अ लैग, वो लैग बहुत ही कम हो, इतना ज्यादा नहीं होगा कि अगर आप हाथ को इतना भी घुमा दो और आप बोलो कि यार ये तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं घूम रहा है. सो दैट विल नॉट बी देयर. देयर माइट बी अ स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ लैग बिकॉज मशीन्स डू गेट ओल्ड, एंड ये लैग हर किसी में आ जाता है. तो बस आपको इस चीज का ध्यान रखना है कि यार ये लैग मेरे सिस्टम में है, तो बस मैं इसको थोड़ा सा देख के चलूं कि मेरी मूवमेंट हैज टू बी स्मूथ, एंड ऑटोमेटिकली थिंग्स विल फॉल इनटू प्लेस जब आप इसको नॉर्मली वहां पे जाके अप्लाई करोगे. क्योंकि मान लो हम किसी की साइकिल भी लेते हैं, किसी की बाइक स्कूटी कार भी लेते हैं, कभी मांग लिया यार दोस्त यार दे दे, तो उसमें भी आप देखते हो ना कि यार ब्रेक दबाए, गाड़ी रुक रही है कि नहीं रुक रही, पता चला इसके तो ब्रेक गए हैं. बाय द टाइम आप पूरा ब्रेक तो प्रेस करोगे पर जाके आप अंदर ठोक दोगे किसी को. सो दैट थिंग इट्स एग्जैक्टली इन द सेम वे. तो वो चीज आपको ध्यान रखनी है कि आपकी मशीन जिस हिसाब से काम करनी चाहिए कि वो प्रॉपरली काम कर रही है कि नहीं कर रही है. अगर थोड़ा बहुत लैग है तो उसको आपको काउंटर करके चलना है. तो गाइस कोई ऐसा स्पेसिफिक गेम नहीं होना, मतलब मेरे पर्सनल हिसाब किताब से गेम्स लोगों ने बना दिए हैं ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम फॉर दिस थिंग, बट प्रैक्टिकली स्पीकिंग इसी कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है. अगर एक नॉर्मल इंसान नॉर्मल सही तरीके से आप नॉर्मल हल्का फुल्का भी अगर आप खेलते कूदते हैं, यू आर into sports, running, anything like basically I'm talking about sports, तो ये सारी चीजें जो होती है, हम नॉर्मल साइकोमोटर स्किल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, ऑटोमेटिकली इट डेवलप्स इन यू, और इसके लिए कोई स्पेशल रिक्वायरमेंट एंड ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत नहीं होती until and unless somebody lacks in that place. वो हमारा एक नेचुरल डिसऑर्डर होता है जिसके बारे में हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. लेकिन अगर हम एक नॉर्मल इंसान की बात करें तो दिस थिंग्स आर वेरी कॉमन एंड वेरी प्लेन. सो गाइज आई होप कि आप जो गेम्स के बारे में पूछते रहते हैं, जनता जो गेम्स के बारे में पूछती है और बताते हैं कि उसने इस पे प्रैक्टिस की, इस पे प्रैक्टिस की, तो दैट विल नॉट मेक एनी डिफरेंस। आई एम टेलिंग यू राइट नाउ। सो एक बेसिक सी चीज है, नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बॉडी एंड नॉर्मल हैंड आई कोऑर्डिनेशन, सो जो आपको आपको हेल्प करेगा टू इजिली क्रॉस दैट। सो गाइज देयर इज नथिंग ग्रेट एंड स्पेशल अबाउट इट। So guys, that's it from my side. I hope it must have resolved your query regarding any games and all. People who harp upon so much that कि यार ये गेम खेलने से मैं बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा हो जाऊंगा, it will not happen. ठीक है, I'm telling you practically. So ये चीज जो मैंने आपको बताई है, please follow them and try and implement it. Still you got time. जब भी अपनी SSB के लिए जाएं तो उसके पहले इन चीज को ट्राई कीजिए, and definitely I'm telling you, once you see these things and you try and implement it, definitely you will be able to do it. One last thing. Once you are driving, your eyes are on the road, hand is on gear, foot on brake and clutch or accelerator. So in the meantime, once you look at the road, तो कई बार आपके हाथ जो होते हैं म्यूजिक सिस्टम पे भी चले जाते हैं, तो उसके लिए ना आप रोड से अपनी आंखें हटाते नहीं हो। इट्स नॉट हैपनिंग कि आपको एकदम नीचे देखे एंड देन यू आर चेंजिंग इट। सो so it is something like that. So this is what is required once you are flying a plane. So every time you cannot look inside the plane when you are flying. So that's why these kind of tests and this basically PABT and CPSS is for this reason. So that's it from my side, guys. I hope you must have liked it and you must have got my point. In case you have any query, please do mail me. I'll be more than happy to come back to you and reply to you. So guys, till then, take care, bye bye, and Jai Hind.